Hello YouTubers, this is Cessna Ace. I went by the flea market earlier today and picked up some Laserdiscs, some video games, and some VHS tapes. Now the other day there had been a story in the news here that there had been a major fire out at the flea market and that approximately 80 stalls had been completely destroyed. And while there were 800 stalls prior to the fire, there was still a chance that my favorite shop there would have been affected. So I emailed Bill yesterday and today, and he said he was completely lucky. His business there was completely unaffected, so I had my wife drive me over there. I'm still on driving restriction from the surgery. My doctor hasn't cleared me yet to drive as I get just too weak and dizzy. Okay, before I get to what I picked up yesterday and today, I'll show you some video games that I picked up. First, for the PS1, this is Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. Pretty good deal at $5, I think. And it's complete. Okay, next up, also for the PS1, our family is comprised of Disney fanatics, so that explains this one. My Disney Kitchen. Never actually seen that one out in the wild, so I don't know how common or rare it is. Complete. And finally for the PS1, Star Trek Invasion. I have no idea how many Star Trek games there have been over the years. A bunch. I even bought Star Trek Pinball for the PC some time back, and even though it already had a reputation for being a horrible game, I picked it up anyway. Okay, I picked up one game for the NES. This is a game I'd never seen out in the wild. Maybe rare, might be common, I don't know. Haven't gone back and dug out my price guides. Low G-Man from Taxon. And the cartridge is in pretty good shape, I think. So not bad for $5. Okay, moving right along. The Laserdiscs I picked up yesterday and today. They had a new batch in. Not a lot of new ones, but maybe 8 or 9. Anyway, I picked up Barry Manilow. This is the first Barry Manilow special. There are 15 chapters, one for each song. Okay, next up we have a Disney musical. I don't think it did much business back when it came out in theaters. 2-disc set of Newsies. and widescreen. Okay, this one, according to the Laserdisc database, has a number of, or it has at least 2 cover variations. This is the only one I have found. Dead Calm. Dead Calm is presented in a letterbox widescreen format, preserving the scope aspect ratio of its original theatrical presentation. The black bars at the top and bottom of the screen are normal for this format. Okie dokie. And then there's the lovely and talented Sandra Bullock. While you were sleeping. Now, in addition to her and Bill Pullman, featured in the cast are Jack Warden, Peter Boyle, and Glynis Johns. And if I remember correctly, she was the mother in Mary Poppins, Glynis Johns. Okay, now just VHS tapes and I'll be done for this time around. Ride with the Devil. Yeah, it went in upside down. Tape is in good condition, no sign of edge damage or water damage. I always put the feed reel on the bottom and the take-up reel on top. That way there's not as much force being pushed down on the tape. Okay, Hole in the Sky. Please rewind tape. And somebody didn't. At least not all the way. And finally, for this time around, Terror Has Never Run So Deep. Octopus. From Trimark. I may be mistaken, but I don't think Trimark exists anymore. No sign of tape damage that I can see. If you want to know how to lift up this guard to inspect the tape, there's a little indentation right here. You simply push in, and while you're holding it in, you do that. And this is actually halfway decent shell, as in the two halves are screwed together instead of glued. Okay. Until next time, stay awesome.